ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। Please chant.
ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः।
अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
जितात्मनः प्रशान्तस्य
जितात्मनः प्रशान्तस्य
समन्त श्लोक परमात्मा समाहितः
परमात्मा समाहितः
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु
तथा मानापमानयोः
तथा मानापमानयोः
ज्ञानविज्ञानतृप्तात्मा
ज्ञानविज्ञानतृप्तात्मा
कूटस्थो विजितेन्द्रियः
कूटस्थो विजितेन्द्रियः
Yukta ityuchyate yogi.
युक्त
युक्त इत्युच्यते
इत्युच्यते
योगी
योगी
Samaloष्टाश्मकाञ्चनः.
समलोष्टाश्मकाञ्चनः
समलोष्टास्मकाञ्चनः
सुहृन्मित्रार्युदासीन मध्यस्तद्वेष्य बन्धुषु.
सुहृन्मित्रायुदासीन मध्यस्थे
सुहृन्मित्रायुधासीनामध्यस्येभ्य
द्वेष्य
बन्धुषु
बन्धुषुः
सा-
बन्धुषु
साधुष्वपि च पापेषु
साधुष्वपि साधुष्वपि च
पापेषु
पापेषु
समबुद्धिर्विशिष्यते.
समबुद्धिर्विशिष्य
समबुद्धिर्विशिष्यते.
Up to this we have seen introducing the Karma Yoga, introducing the the topic here, Dhyana Yoga. Dhyana Yoga is not yet introduced. It's going to be introduced, but as an introduction to that, the Karma Yoga which has been talked about, that the yogi, the Karma Yogi, is nothing but a sannyasi. Karma Yogi is nothing but a sannyasi. As a sannyasi, he is also doesn't have sankalpa. So, therefore, is a sannyasi. Sasannyasi cha yogi cha. Naniragni racha kriyaha. Why? Because anashitaha karma palam. Anashita karma palam karyam karma karoti. Yaha. Saha sannyasi cha yogi cha. Like a sannyasi. A sannyasi who has given up karma, who has withdrawn himself from doing karma. Karma propelled by the sankalpa. So sannyasi doesn't have karma and therefore no sankalpa. Karma yogi also, karma yogi does karma but also doesn't have sankalpa because it's a yoga for him. Therefore, he's also sannyasi, like a sannyasi, sannyasi eva. Though not taken to sannyasa ashrama, he is a sannyasi. And that is said in the second shloka which we saw. Nagya sannyasa sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana. The one who is not asanyasta sankalpaha, he cannot become a yogi. Therefore, yam sannyasam iti prahu tam yogam. Therefore, there is no difference between sannyasa and yoga. Yes, they are same from the standpoint of sannyasta, from the standpoint of sankalpa, sannyasta sankalpa. Sannyasi is sannyasta sankalpa. Yogi also sannyasta sankalpa. He cannot be called a yogi who has not given up his sankalpa. So who has given up sankalpa is a yogi. And sannyasi also doesn't have sankalpa. Therefore, sannyasi, yogi, what is the difference between them? A yogi can be called a sannyasi. Then he said, Arurukshoho, those who want to climb up this ladder of yoga, for them, karma karanam uchyate. Arodam ichuhu for him, karma is a karanam. Whereas for yoga rudasya, shamaha karanam uchyate. So, therefore, here, karma is a karanam, the hetu to arrive at jnanam. Those who have gained jnanam and want jnana nishta, for them, shamaha, sannyasa is the karanam. Iti uchyate. Sarva karma sannyasa, we can take it shamaha to be knowledge. Yoga rudasya. How do you know or when do you know that person is yoga rudaha? Yada hinendriyarteshu akarmasvanushyajyate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudaha tada uchyate. When indriyarteshu na karmasu anushajyate. When indriyas are in the indriya vishaya or with regard to the karma, there is no Sajjana, Anushajjate na Anushajjate. When it is not, when the Indriyas are not hijacked by Indriya Vishaya, and therefore with regard to the karmas, propelled by the desire, a person does karma. So therefore, the desire arises because of the previous anubhava, the contact of the sense organs with sense objects. So therefore, this yoga rudaha is sarvasankalpa sannyasi. Therefore, his indriyas are with him. He doesn't allow indriyas to freely interact with the indriya vishaya, and therefore with the karma, with regard to performance of the karma. That person, when he gets this capacity to withhold, then it's called yoga rudaha. And therefore, to be a yoga ruda, this is required, sarvasankalpa sannyasa. So therefore, for this year, he says the means as a means, a sadhanam, it says here, the next shloka, two shlokas, Uddaret Atmana Atmanam. That is self-mastery is talked about. Otherwise, Atma Anugraha. One should have Atma Anugraha, Atma Vishwasa. So if you want to be a yoga ruda, then follow the means. Follow the Bhagiranga sadhana, karma yoga, followed by Antaranga sadhana, whatever is required for Nidhyasanam. Therefore, you have to lift yourself up. If you want to be free from samsara, if you want to be yoga rudaha, yoga rudaha, we can take yoga rudaha to be a jnani. Then, therefore, you have to work. For that, you have to work. So, therefore, self-mastery is important. Mastery over the body, mastery over the senses. In other words, adhikaritvam, make yourself prepared. Let not you succumb to the indriya vishaya. Make the tools, make the body, mind, sense complex as a karanam. Make it as an instrument to use for your benefit to attain the purushartha, moksha purushartha. And what is the benefit? The benefit is said, the palam of this jnanam, this yoga, is said in the next two shlokas which we saw. Jitatmanaha prashantasya paramatma samahitaha shitosha sukha dukkeshu tatha manapamana yogo. That is the one who understands Brahma to be Atma, that is myself, and who is Jitatmanaha Prashantaha, that person, with regard to Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Mana, Apamana, and even with regard to the objects of the world, Loshta, Ashma, Kanchana, with regard to the people, Sugrun, Mitra, Yudasina, Madhyastha, Dveshavandushu, Sadhushu, Papeshu, he has got Samabuddhihi. He has got equanimity of mind. Therefore, nothing in the world can trouble him. So that is a palam. The palam was talked about in this shlokas. Then, from the 9th shloka, we started. Since the chapter is Dhyana Yoga, so therefore, having talked about Antaranga Sadhana, or having talked about Bhagiranga Sadhana, that is Karma Yoga, as a preparatory means, now Antaranga Sadhana, that is the preparations for meditation, is talked about. The chapter also Dhyana Yoga. So that is the topic from the 9th shloka. For the next 5 shlokas, this would be the topic. That is Antaranga Sadhana, preparation for meditation. Meditation here means, Dhyana means Nididhyasana. Meditation here is Nididhyasana. We can take Nididhyasana here, or in general, we can take Dhyanam. For Dhyanam also, Antaranga Sadhanam required. For Dhyanam also, for Upasana, for Saguna Brahma Upasana also, these sadhanas are common. For Nididhyasanam and as well as Dhyanam, Saguna Upasana, Brahma Upasana, Antaraga sadhana, the preparatory steps are common. So therefore, from the 9th shloka up to the 13th shloka, for the next 5 shlokas, the steps, preparatory steps for dhyanam, otherwise nidhyasanam, is talked about. So let us read the 9th shloka. Yogi yunjita satatam
Yogi yunjit satatam
atmanam rahasi stitaha
आत्मानं रहसि स्थितः
ekakiyata chittatma
एकाकी यतचित्तात्मा
nirashira parigraha.
निराशीरपरिग्रहः
If you want to gain the result, what has been talked about before, that samabuddhi, sarvatra brahma darshanam. Samabuddhi because of the vision. Samabuddhi is because of the vision of Brahma. He has got Brahma darshanam, sarvatra brahma darshanam. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gaviyastini. Shunischaiva shapakecha panditaha samadarshinaha jnaninaha samadarshinaha. They are samadarshis. So samadarshanam is because of jnana. And that is the palam, the jnana palam. If you want that jnana palam, after shavanam mananam, if that jnana palam, if it is, there is no anubhuti of that jnana palam, then you need to do nididhyasanam as a preparatory means for that is talked about here. Meditation, dhyanam, preparatory steps for meditation. What are those steps? Starts from here, from the 10th shloka, that yogi. Yogi is that yoga rudaha. Yogi is yogi yunjita, that yogi, that yoga rudaha, that is the one who has attained the eligibility to sit for contemplation. That is after the Bhagiranga sadhana, after the Karma Yoga, Bhagiranga sadhana. Without the preparation, you cannot sit for meditation. So therefore, to sit in meditation, the mind has to be sufficiently, relatively tranquil. It should be tranquil. So that's why Karma Yoga as Bhagiranga sadhana suggested. Karma Yoga neutralizes Raga Dvesha. Therefore, Chitta Shuddhi. Without Chitta Shuddhi, we cannot sit for meditation. The mind is not free, then meditation not possible. Therefore, this yogi, dhyana yogi, and this yogi now it is yoga rudaha. Is yoga rudaha means we are taking the meaning of yoga rudaha to be the person has done shravanam mananam. Now he is going to do nididhyasanam for removing the viparita bhavana. Therefore, yoga rudaha. Having done karma yoga, having gained chitta shuddhi to a relative extent, now yoga rudaha, for him, shamaha. Shamaha karanam uchyate visa. So withdrawal or jnanam. Two meanings we have taken, we gave two interpretation before. So here taking the meaning, the person should be ready to withdraw. Withdrawal is possible only when the person is prepared. You cannot force the indriyas to withdraw. The indriyas and you should get convinced. You should convince the indriya, you get convinced that indriya vishaya will not give what you desire. If your commitment is for moksha, then educate yourself. You need to have the maturity with regard to Maturity with regard to gaining this knowledge. The maturity is only by karma yoga, only by doing. By not doing, you cannot gain that maturity. Therefore, only karma yoga. Samattam yoga uchyate, yoga karmasu kaushalam, it all talked about before. So, therefore, for a yoga rudaha, for a yogi, for a dhyana yogi, for the meditator, now is eligible to meditate. Therefore, meditator. Previously, who was a karma yogi? Now, having gained the eligibility to sit for meditation, therefore is called yogi, meditator. Yunjita should engage in dhyanam. Yunjita should engage in meditation when satatam, always. So, therefore, this yogi, satatam yunjita, always, nirantaram, regularly. You can take always or you can take regularly. Always means regularly. So, regularly means when divaratru ita avakasham. Satatam means nirantaram, always. Means day and night. Or ita avakasham. So, regularly, this person should regularly practice dhyanam. What is the object of Vishaya? Dhyanam. For Nididhyasanam, the object of Dhyanam, the Dhyaya Vishaya is Brahma. For Saguna Brahma Upasana, the object of meditation is Sagunam Brahma. So, therefore, here, the object of meditation, Dhyaya, is Brahma. So, therefore, this person, Satatam, Atmanam Ragasi Stitaha, Ekaki, Etachittatma, Nirashira Padagiha, Yunjita. Yunjita, may he meditate, may he contemplate on what he had heard in Shravanam. What he had heard in Shravanam. When Pramana was operated, what knowledge he had gained, may he meditate on that knowledge. Knowledge of Atma. Therefore, Atmanam Yunjita Satatam Atmanam Yunjita. So may he meditate. May he sit in meditation, absorbed in mind in the contemplation of Atma. Always. Satatam. Satatam means always. Then other words are qualifying the meditator. The other words are qualifying the meditator. Here the word is this yogi. Yogi is the word. Yogi Yunjita is a karta. All the other words, ekaki, yatachittatma, nirashihi, aparigraha, all these are qualifying the word yogi. So yogi, ekaki. Let us take the word ekaki. What is ekaki? Ekaki is ekalaha. Ekaki is ekalaha, alone. That is alone. Alone is sits. Ekaki. That is is alone and is away from all the disturbances, making himself only available, not other people. In terms of this is in terms of the physically as well as mentally. Ekaki remaining alone, both physically as well as mentally. That is ekaki. And this is a practice in meditation, therefore preferred to be alone. Therefore only it is suggested that people go to a remote place. They go to a secret place like a hill or cave where he can remain alone. Or if that is not possible, then he has to deliberate, keep himself alone for certain period of time in a day. Ekaki. So either he has to go to a remote place, solitude, or have some time during the day to remain in solitude, ekaki. Physical as well as mental. Mentally also he has to be ekaki, not carrying the worries, not carrying the concerns. That is why Bhagiranga sadhana before suggested karma yoga. So ekaki. Then another important word, yatachittatma. Another important word, yatachittatma. Yatachittatma is yatau samyatau chittatma. Chitta means manaha. Atma, chittatma, atma is here, it is degaha, body. So yata chittatma, chitta is mind, chittam manaha, atma is degaha, kayaha, shariram ityartaha, body. So therefore, yata chittatma is vashikrita vashikrita manakhayaha, vashikrita manakhayaha, yata chittatma. So yatam, that is yatam, samyatam, samyatau, chittatmanau, yena saha. The one who has withdrawn, who has mastered the chitta, the mind, and the body. So the one who has mastered, one who has the mind and the body under his control. The body and mind, the body, mind, senses obeys him, not he obeys them. So yata chittatma. Yata, the word yati also comes from the dhatu yam, restrain. So yata chittatma, yataha, yatau, samyatau, chittatmanau, chitta meaning manaha, mind. And atma is shariram, degaha. Therefore, vashikrita, vashikrita chittatmanaha, the one who has vashikrita, who has, vashikrita, who has made this the sharira and the mind obey him, that person, referring to the person who has mastered his body, mind, sense complex. In other words, shami, dami, ityartaha. That's called etachittatma. So the etachittatma qualifying the yogi, the word here. If it's not etachittatma, then he cannot be a yogi. Here, dhyana yogi. He cannot meditate. So the mind and the body has to be sufficiently mastered. So the mind is important. Of course, body also, because it's going to meditate, it's going to sit on a particular asana. So the body also should be healthy. The body also should be free from any ailments. Should be free from troubles. Should not have pains in the joints, etc. Because he's later going to say he has to sit in a particular asana for a length of time, certain time, half an hour, 1 hour, should be able to sit comfortably. Therefore, etachittatma. Chittam is very important because the mind tends to go outside always. Paranchikani, Vitarnat. This Indriyas goes outside. With the Indriyas, mind also goes outside. Therefore, he has to withdraw the Indriyas. For that, he has to withdraw the mind. So, withdrawal of the Indriya to the withdrawal of the mind. Even if the sense objects are not there, the mind can go all around. Even in the absence of sense objects, the sense object need not be physically present. Because of the previous samskara, this mind has got taste rasa for the sense object. Therefore, it can tend to imagine fancy. Therefore, you have to withdraw the mind, master the mind. You should be the dictator of the mind as well as that of the body. And that is what is indicated by the word etachittatma, referring to the person who has mastered his mind and body. If a person has mastery over mind and body, then the person has yes, almost done the job. It's a very big task. Etachittatma. So yogi etachittatma ekaki ekakin shabda nakarantaha. Nakarantaha pullingaha ekakin shabdaha ekaki ekakinau ekakinaha iti. So ekakin ekalaha ityartaha. And ragasi stitaha. Ragasi is ekante, alone. Vijana pradeshe, the pradesha, the place where there is no jana. Aratir jana samsadi, later in the 13th chapter, Bhagavan says, the place where there are no people. That is why sannyasis, they prefer to stay alone in some solitude place somewhere in the cave or the hills. So ragasi stitaha, ragasya sthanam, that is Vijana Pradeshe. Vijana Pradesha. Vijana Pradesha means the place where there are no people, no crowd, at least no crowd. If not people, people will be there everywhere, but not crowd. That's why they don't enjoy the crowd. Stitaha asinaha. Let this person sit in meditation in a place which is away, which is free from the crowd, and alone. Let him sit for meditation, satatam, regularly or always, atava yata avakasham, as and when possible. As and when possible means there should be a regularity in a day. So time should be fixed in a day. That time he should sit. Yunjita samadhadyat, may he sit for meditation. Yunjita iti. So therefore this person, yogi, remaining alone, etachittatma, yogam unjita, atmanam unjita. Nirashihi, another word, nirashihi aparigraha, another important word. Nirashihi also important. Nirashihi means this person doesn't have any asha. Doesn't have any asha. Absence of asha. The person in whom the asha is absent. Nirashihi. Nirashihi referring to the person. Nirichaha ityartaha. Nirashihi means icha ragitaha. The one who is free from icha, from desires. Nishkamaha. Otherwise, palatrishna ragitaha. There is no trishna, thirst, anchoring, longing for the results. Palatrishna ragitaha. That is what Karma Yoga had given him. That palatrishna rahityam, it is by Karma Yoga. That is why Karma Yoga is called Nishkama Yoga also. Karma done for whose sake? That's why Parameshwara Prityartham we say. Karma done for Atma Shuddhi. Atma Shuddhi for moksha. Moksha is Paramatma, gaining Paramatma. The knowledge of Paramatma, gaining Paramatma is the knowledge of Paramatma, and therefore that jnanam, that is called moksha. So Paramatma to be gained, gaining Paramatma is only in the form of knowledge. So therefore Karma Yoga. Karma Yogi performs karma as a puja, as a worship to the Lord. Therefore he doesn't have any trishna for the karma. So he has neutralized ragadvesha, not dictated by ragadvesha. He does karma for Ishvara Priti, for Atma Shuddhi. So that person, Nirashihi. So having been a karma yogi, now having been a karma yogi, when he does this Nididhyasanam, therefore that he has to be Nishkamaha. That is what is indicated here. Nirichaha, no desire. That is Icha, even yes, lesha of Icha in the mind, it will cause disturbance. It will cause disturbance. The mind will be carried over by the Icha Vishaya. Therefore, what he had gained through Karma Yoga, that he has to further strengthen it so that no Icha can carry away from Dhyanam, from the Dhyaya Vastu in Dhyanam. Therefore, Nirashihi, Palatrishna Ragitaha. When Karma Yoga Karma Yoga is practicing to be a Palatrishna Ragitaha. For Dhyana Yoga, he has to be a Palatrishna Ragitaha. That is the difference. Karma Yoga is meant to neutralize Ragadvesha. Karma yoga is meant to neutralize raga dvesha. Karma yoga is a practice. It is a practice to become that. So therefore, this person has become that. That is what is referred to the word Hirashihi, Palatrishna Ragitaha. Is free from the pressure of the results. Nishkamaha. Nishkamaha ityartaha. Another important word, aparigraha. Aparigraha. Free from possessions. Free from possessing the objects. Free from the sense of possessions. Not having possessions. It is not. It is not sense of possessions. Here you have to take it as not having possessions. The sense of possession. That is what is sannyasa is. So here aparigraha means being not having possessions. Why not having possession? If you have possessions, then your focus will shift to possession. From the dhyaya vishaya, dhyana vishaya, mind will shift to protecting the possessions. That becomes another job. Mind will always be thinking about the objects which are to be protect, which are received and that to be protected. So parigraha, that objects, the vastus which are received, which are possessed, that to be protected. So mind will always be thinking about the objects, protecting the objects. So with that mind, you cannot sit for meditation. You cannot focus the mind on Dhyaya Vastu. Therefore, aparigraha, free from possessions, at least free from relatively you should be free from possessions. If not all, at least keeping the minimum, avoiding the luxury, keeping the minimum thing, whatever is required for sustenance, whatever required for living. Therefore, aparigraha, important quality. Aparigraha, na vidyate, paritaha, sarvataha, graha, graganam, vastranam, yasya, vastranam, vastra, clothes, etc. That is why Kopinavantaha Kaluvagyavantaha. That is why Kopinavantaha, sannyasis, they are Kopinavantaha. What possessions do you have? Only Kopina. If you have attachment for Kopina, that becomes as another samsara, even for Kopina. So aparigraha means alpa vastra achanna degaha ityartaha. That is having minimum possessions, so that he doesn't have to spend too much time on that, either in meditation or when he is active. When he is active, that is when not in meditation, as well as in meditation. If he has less possession, he will be relatively free. Doesn't have to bother about protecting the possessions. Therefore, aparigraha. So all the words are important. So aparigraha na vidyate parigraha. Parigraha graganam yasya saha. Referring to the person. And is yatachittatma, is ekaki, and is ragasistitaha. Sitaha is asinaha. He sits, he remains in a place of solitude. Ragasistitaha, ekaki, yatachittatma. That person, yogi, yogam unjita, may he meditate, may he engage in meditation, yogam, atmani, unjita, satatam, regularly, atava always, sada, satatam, sada, unjita, iti. So, by mentioning these words, preparation required on the part of the meditator is made clear. It should be nirashihi aparigraha and yatachittatma and yekaki. Vijana Pradeshe Ragasi Stitaha. Vijana Pradeshe, you should sit for meditation. That is solitude. Meditation, as we saw before, it can be in the form of Samadhi Abhyasa Dhyanam. We saw in Kathopanishad as well as in Panchadashi, the recent class. Samadhi Abhyasa, Nididhyasanam can be in the form of Samadhi Abhyasa, Samadhi Abhyasa Nididhyasanam or Brahma Abhyasa Nididhyasanam. Samadhi Abhyasa Nididhyasanam is Nididhyasanam where the steps which the Ashtanga Yoga, the steps of Ashtanga Yoga are followed, like sitting in a particular asana and a posture and pranayama, etc. having done, withdrawing the sense organs, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, then dhyanam, dharana, dhyanam, samadhi, iti, the steps are there. So practicing those steps for and Brahma Abhyasa, contemplating on Brahma, that is Samadhi Brahma Abhyasa. Another type of Nididhyasanam is Brahma Abhyasa Nididhyasanam, where what has been heard in Shravana, that is contemplated. For that there is no rules. For that you can do Brahma Dhyanam, Brahma Abhyasa Dhyan, Brahma Abhyasa Nididhyasanam anytime, any place. That is anytime, any place, and it should be done. It should be done, meaning leading an alert life, bringing that jnanam again and again to the mind, and making that jnanam make that jnanam become yours by putting them into practice. Sometimes deliberation is required. Jnanam is there because of purva samskara. That jnanam is as though it is clouded. So we forget our swarupa, and because of previous samskara, the orientation, whatever the vasanas have been carrying, because of that, this jnanam, when it is not completely assimilated, unassimilated jnanam, but jnanam is there, but it is not unassimilated. Therefore, the old person will come out when the situation comes. Therefore, alertness, that is Brahma Abhyasa Dhyanam, remaining alert to the teaching of the Shastram always. Therefore, there is no rest for spiritual life. In spiritual life there are no holidays, no holiday for spiritual life. So this Brahma Abhyasa Dhyanam, in spite of working, engaged in any action, this person always has to keep reminding of this knowledge. Agam Jagat Karanam Brahma Agam Asmi Iti. So therefore, any situation will not take away this person from this jnana. He is one with the jnanam, he is one with Brahma. Therefore, Brahma Drishti he enjoys. For that, he has to lead an alert life. That is Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. Here, in the 6th chapter, the steps of Patanjali Yogas are taken, and it is given here. Asanam, Dhyanam, is Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi iti. Not all, at least certain steps. Not in this chapter alone. In the previous chapter also, it was mentioned. The previous chapter, Bhagavan said that pranayama, that having withdrawn, keeping the external objects external. Sparshan krutva bahir bhagyan, chakshushchaivantare bhruvoho, pranapano samau krutva. So, pranayama already mentioned. So everything we have to collect and put it properly. And asana is going to be talked about. Then yama, niyama, etc. Do's and don'ts. That is what karma yoga is. Then asanam. Then pranayama talked about. Then sitting for dhyanam and dharanam, dhyanam. Iti, the steps are given for practicing iti dhyasanam. It is in common with Ashtanga Yoga. We take the support of the Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. We don't concur with the yoga system, yoga darshana, but steps we can take. There's no problem in taking the preparatory steps. So that is what is done here. So this person, yogi, nirashihi, aparigraha, ekaki, yatachittatma, yunjita, yogi, atmanam yunjita. Yogi, atmanam, yunj, may he connect with the atma. How does he connect with the atma? Only in meditation, dhyanam. Either he can physically sit for meditation, that is called Samadhi Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam, physically sitting and meditating, or being alert to the knowledge always, that is Brahma Abhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam. iti. Therefore, Atmanam Yunjita. Here, Atmanam means we can take Atmanam to be the mind because he is entertaining the vritti. What vritti? He is entertaining the vritti of with vritti of the thoughts of what he had heard about Atma. So, Atmanam can be taken as mind. Atmanam. May he meditate. Meditate means what? Meditate means is meditate on the on Atma, Atma in the form of the thoughts, and the thoughts are nothing but the mind. Therefore, Atmanam, or you can take Atmanam is equal to Atmani. May he engage in meditation, engage the mind in meditation. So, yogi, Atmanam, Yunjita. Atmanam, Yunjita is Atmani Yunjita. May he engage the mind in dhyanam, in meditation. May he meditate. Meditation involves the mind. Therefore, engage the mind in meditation. Therefore, Atmanam, the word Atmanam here can be taken as Atmani, as Saptami. May he engage the mind in meditation. So, yogi, Atmani, Atmanam is equal to Atmani, Atmani Yunjita iti. Or we can take yogi for whom the dhyaya vastu is the object of meditation is Atma. Therefore, may he make the mind one with the object of meditation. May he make the mind one with the object of meditation. So Atmanam meaning mind, and Yunjita, Yunj means to connect, to unite with what? With the object of meditation. That is what meditation is. Connecting the mind, uniting the mind with the object of meditation. That's the Dhyaya Vastu. And Dhyaya Vastu is Atma. Dhyaya Vastu is Atma. So mind is also used referred to by the word Atma. So Atma, the mind for which the object of meditation is Atma. So therefore the mind is united with Atma. The mind becomes, that is the object of meditation. The mind is so connected to object of meditation. When the meditation intensifies, there only Dhyaya Vastu alone remains. The meditator and the meditator drops. That is what is called Samadhi. That is the last step, Samadhi. Mastery in meditation. Where only the Dhyaya Vastu, the Atma, the object of meditation alone remains. The object of meditation for what? For the dhyata, for the dhyanam is Atma, the object of meditation, and that is with the mind. So everything is resolved, only the Dhyaya Vastu Atma alone remains. Dhyata is resolved, and dhyanam also, meditation also not there, that is also resolved. What is there is only Dhyaya Vastu, only Atma alone is Kandakara Vritti, Atma Vritti, that alone. For that only this is the beginning. That is the end for which this is the start, beginning. So may he unite the mind, the karanam, the antakaranam, which is the means by which the object of meditation is brought in, entertained. Therefore, may he connect the mind with the object of meditation. That is what Yunjita. That is what yoga. Yujir, yoge. Yujir, yoge. That Yujidhatu, the yoga also derived from the Yujidhatu. Yogi, Yunjita, same. Yujir, yoge. Yuj means to unite, to connect. Here connection is not a physical connection. That is connecting with the object of meditation, that is you. That is what is meditation is. So therefore, yogi, Atmanam, or Atmani, Yunjita. Ragasi Stitaha also qualifies a yogi. Being seated, remaining in a solitude, in a solitary place. Ragasi Stitaha san, Ekaki, Yatachittatva, Nirashihi, Aparigraha, Yogi, Atmanam, Atmani, Yunjita. Ityartha. That is the meaning of the shloka. May the meditator, with the body and mind, senses relaxed, and is nirashi, he free from longing and also free from possessions, aparigraha, may remain in a quiet place, ekaki, and make this mind engage in the object of meditation, Deyavastu. That is what is called Dhyanam. Then the next shloka, I myself will read, you can just hear. Shucho deshe pratisthapya sthiramasanamaatmanah natyuchritam nati nicham shailajina kushottaram. So let the yogi sit for meditation, he says. Now, where should he sit? What is the suggested place? And for sitting, you require asana, the seat. Asana means seat of meditation. And where the seat should be. These are the antaranga sadhana. The preparatory means that is for meditation, that is talked about here. So, certain upadesha about the asana. What type of asana? Asana can mean seat, asana can mean posture also. So, asanam. Asanam means asyate asminiti asanam. The place where you sit, asanam. Or asanam can be posture. That's what we say, yoga asanam, bhujangasanam, etc. Shirasasanam, asana. That is also asanam. So, asanam pratishtapya putra shuchau deshe. Asanam, having placed your asanam. Where to place, where shuchau deshe. That is in the place which is clean, pure. Either it should be clean, or if it is unclean, you clean it, you purify it, you clean the place. Marjana, prokshanadi, samskara, karmana. Marjanam, by brooming, by prokshana, by sprinkling water, etc. You make the place, ashuchi place, into a clean place. Shuchau, deshe, pradeshe. Either it is subhavena shuddhe, shuddha pradesha, or if it is not shuddha, you make it shuddha. You make it pure by cleaning or by sprinkling water, etc. So, Shuchau Deshe, Pute Deshe, Pradeshe, in a clean place, pure place. Asanam Pratishtapya, having placed the asanam. Asanam Pratishtapya, Shuchau Deshe, asanam. Having placed the asana, the seat, in a clean place, pure sacred place. So, in a pure sacred, that is why river bank, or hill or cave, these places are naturally pure. And these places are either naturally pure or because it is pure, because these many tapasvis have done tapas, therefore the place is pure. Or you can make the place pure, as I told, by cleaning, by sprinkling water, and by lighting the lamp, etc. By doing japa, you can purify the place. Then asanam pradishtapya, having placed the asanam. Then shuchau deshe pratishtapya, stiram asanam. Stiram asanam. Stiram sukam asanam. Sit in a stiram sukam asanam. As I told, asanam can be the seat or asanam can be the posture. So stiram sukam asanam, if you take the asana to be the posture, you can sit in a comfortable posture. Stiram sukam asanam. So you can sit in Padmasana or you can sit in Vajrasana, whatever the asana. Stiram sukam asanam. So in that asana, asyate asminiti asanam. If you take that meaning, asanam, the place that is a seat, seat of meditation. Therefore, atmanaha asanam, that is for oneself to sit. Atmanaha asanam pradishtapya, having placed the asanam, the seat for yourself. That is asanam. having placed a seat for yourself. How the seat should be? The seat of meditation should be na atyuchatam, should not be very high. Nati nicham, should not be very low. Should not be very high. So, because if it is very high, then in meditation you may fall. If it is too low, then the insects, etc., may trouble. So, and if the place is wet, so dampness will be there. So, therefore, na atyuchatam, na atinicham, neither too high nor too low. And the asanam should be Chailajina Kushotaram, Chaila Ajina Kushotaram. How the asanam, the seat of meditation should be prepared. That is said here. Chailajina Kushotaram. Chailam means Mriduvastram. Chailam means Mriduvastram, soft cloth. Ajinam. Ajinam means skin. Vayagram Charma. That is the skin of the tiger skin, etc. Tiger skin or deer skin. That is the skin. Ajinam. Kushaha is Darbaha. Kusha is Darba. So, Kushottaram. Uttaram means Upari. Upari means one above the other. What is the order? That is Bhumi Upari Kushaha. Above the Bhumi, the place, you have to spread the Kusha grass, Darbasana. Tad Upari, above which Charma, this skin, tiger skin or deer skin. Tad Upari, the Vastram, soft cloth, Komalam Vastram. Iti Chailajina Kushottaram. That is Kusha, on the top of which Ajina, on the top of which it is Chaila, that is soft cloth. Iti, that is the asanam, the place, the seat of meditation. Stiram asanam, stiram. So Chailajina Kushottaram, Nati Nicham, not Ati Uchritam. Uchritam means it is height. That is Ati Ucham, Atyuchritam. Na Ati Uchritam, not Yucham. That is Na Ati Ucham. So why Nati Nicham? Should not be too low. Na Ati Nimnam. So that asana should be placed in a place where it is neither right nor low. How the asana should be prepared? Chailajana Kushottaram. And where should be spread? Shachau Deshe Pratishtapya. It should be spread in the clean place. So, and it is Atmanaha Astanam Stiram Asanam. Steady. That is Atmanaha Stiram. Stiram Asanam. Stiram Sukham Asanam. That is asana that should be a comfortable posture. That meaning also we can take sitting in a comfortable posture. Padmasana or Vajrasana, whatever asana. Stiram Asanam. Asana is one of the important thing in the Ashtanga Yoga. Stiram Sukham Asanam iti. So the asana to be chosen, the posture in which you can sit comfortably for a length of time, that should be chosen. Okay, then. So therefore, having arranged the seat now, having arranged the seat in a clean place, which is neither too high nor too low. This asanam, this stiram sukham asanam, we can take that to be in the next shloka, because next shloka, upavishya asane is that. Therefore, here this asanam we can take to be the seat of meditation. Here we can take the asanam to be seat of meditation, because if you take asanam to be the posture, then next shloka also again posture comes, sitting posture. Therefore, here we can take the asanam to be the seat of meditation. Therefore, asanam, stiram asanam, a steady seat, chuchau deshe, pratishtapya, for whose sake? For one's sake, atmanaha, swasya. For one's sake, that is, he is going to do meditation. Therefore, for his sake, for one's sake, stiram asanam, a steady asanam, Shuchau Deshe Pratishtapya, let it not be too high or too low, and how it should be. Shailajina Kushotaram, that is one above the other. Kusha over which Ajina, over which Shaila. So the seat of meditation is talked about here. On that you sit. When you sit, that is next shloka, Upavishya, having seated. So that we can take asana is that we can take asana to be the posture, Sukhasana. Let us read the next one. Tatraikagram manakritva yatachittendriya kriyaha upavishyasane yunjyat yogamatma vishuddhaye. Because of the next shloka, therefore, only we take the previous shloka asanam to be the seat. Here upavishya asane. Here upavishya asane is there. And therefore, here we can take the asanam to be the posture. That is the reason we take. Depending on what follows, what goes before, we have to take the meaning. So, tatra, kutra, that is the seat of meditation which you have prepared. Shailajina Kushottaram, that asanam, tatra, tasmin asane. That's been asane. That's why asana is Vyutpatti is asyate asminiti asanam. Asyate asminiti asanam. That on which you sit. That is called the place of sitting. It's called asanam. So tatra tasmin asane upavishya. Upavishya is having seated on the asana. Having seated. And what type of posture? What is the type of posture? Sitting posture. Either Padmasana or Padmasana or Siddhasana or whatever the asana is. Comfortable asana. Samyak asya. Upavishya asane. Upavishya asane. Tatra tasmin asane. Tatra tasmin asane. Upavishya, having seated in the asana. Ekagram. Tatra ekagram manakrutva yatachittendriya kriyaha. Yatachittendriya kriyaha. Yataha. Yatachittendriya kriya. Chitta indriya kriya. Kriya is akaranta strilinga shabda. But here, yatachittendriya kriyaha, it is pullinga. It is qualifying the person, the yogi. Yatachittendriya kriyaha. Yataha. Yataha. Sanyataha. What? Chittam, indriyani, and indriya kriya. Indriyana. Kriya is not only for indriya. Indriya not only for the action. Kriya, the karma, the action, not only for the indriya. It is also for the chitta. Chitta is mind. Chittasya, manasaha, antakaranam ityartaha. Chitta means manaha, antakaranam. So indriya is shotrendriya. Indriyanam, shotradinam. So one is antakaranam, other one is bhagyakaranam. Chitta is antakaranam, bhagyakaranam is indriyani, shotradini, indriyani. So the action of both chitta as well as, that is antakaranam as well as bhagyakaranam. Antakaranam is ekam, bhagyakaranam many are there. Shotra, Tukka, Spasha, iti. All the five are there. So therefore, antakaranasya tata bhagyakarananam kriyaha, the action. That is yataha. That is kriyaha yataha. Yataha kriyaha. Kriya of what? Of whom? Chittam as well as indriyani. Chittam cha indriyani chittendriyani. Dvanda samasa. Chittendriyanam kriyaha chittendriya kriyaha. Shashti tatpurush samasa. Then yataha sanyataha chittendriya kriyaha yena saha. That person who has mastered, who has withdrawn. But mastery is only through in terms of withdrawing. Yatachittendriya kriyaha. So, therefore, Yatachittendriya kriyaha, who has restrained, who has mastered, restrained the activities of the mind as well as the sense organs. How? By withdrawing the mind from all the thoughts and the activities as well as the indriya from acting upon the indriya vishaya. So, Yatachittendriya kriyaha, referring to the person. referring to the person, Ittachintendriya Kriyaha, the person, yogi, tatra, tasmin asane, ekagram manakrutva, having made the mind ekagram, one pointed. Ekagram means ekam dhyayam vastu, agre pramukhe yasya. Only one vastu, one dhyayam, only one thing is there before him. There is nothing. There is no other thing. That is ekavastu vishayam eva. Making the mind to be the ekavastu vishayam krutva vidaya. Making the mind to be one pointed. The mind can see only one thing. That is the object of meditation. Here it is Atma. So ekam dhyayam vastu. Agre, before, pramukhe, vartate, yasya, that person. Only one thing is there before that person. What is that vastu? What is that thing? It is the vastu is dhyaya vishya, the object of meditation. There is no other thing. That person. Therefore, tattareikagram manakrutva, krutva vidaya, having made, having hold, dhadatu, krutva, krudatu, vidaya, having placed, having hold, having held the mind, in the dhyaya vastu, not allowing the mind to wander here and there, tatra chittaikagram, ekagram, one-pointedness, krutva, making the mind one-pointed. Then for what? Atma Shuddhaye, for Atma Shuddhi. Yes, Shuddhi is in terms of, because it is Nididhyasana, therefore it is in terms of removing the Viparita Bhavana. The Viparita Bhavana is the habitual errors, which is because of the previous samskara, previous orientation. So that becomes the obstacle for this, that becomes the obstacle for assimilation of this jnana. Therefore, for the removal of that, Atma Shuddhaye, that is a Shuddhi. So making the mind alert always, Sattva Pradhana. Therefore, making the mind free from Rajas and Tamas, making it Sattva, Sattvika Vrittehe Utpattihi. That is what Atma Vishuddhaye. Atma Vishuddhaye means here we have to take Atma to be Antakarna, not Atma. Atma is always Shuddha. So, therefore, Atma Shuddhaye. And Atma Shuddhi here, you can take Atma Shuddhi, Atma to be Antakarnam. Here we can take Antakarnam, Atma Shuddhi to be making the mind free from Raga Dvesha also. Making the mind free from Raga Dvesha. Raga Dvesha are handled by Karma Yoga to some extent. And in meditation also, there's Raga Dvesha. That is, you contemplate on the Deva Vastu and the Raga Dvesha also. When you more and more spend time and contemplate on Atma, this Raga Dvesha also goes away. So, therefore, when free from Raga Dvesha, the mind is the mind is pure. The pure mind, Atma can be meditated upon. So while this Ragadvesha, the Ragadvesha removal, that is sufficient, sufficient, the preparation, that is the removal of Ragadvesha. For meditation, you require relatively free from Ragadvesha. You should be relatively free from Ragadvesha for meditation. And through meditation itself, this Raga Dvesha can be further, it can be neutralized. That is the idea. So, therefore, Atma Shuddhi is Antakarna Shuddhi. The mind should be purified. Atma Shuddhaye. Why mind should be purified? The purity of mind through Karma Yoga, as well as it is in meditation. In meditation, there is deliberation involved in Jaya Vastu, by which the mind can be further relatively made pure. By removing the Raga Dvesha, the more the Jaya Vastu, the more the object of meditation, the more your time spent in meditation, the Raga and Dvesha also subsequently, over a period of time, it gets reduced. So the first reduction is through Karma Yoga, further reduction through Nididhyasana. Ragadvesha complete neutralization is not possible. Ragadvesha, complete removal of Ragadvesha, which is not possible. So sufficient mastery, sufficient save over Ragadvesha is required. In the beginning, it is through Karma Yoga. Later, in meditation, it is further handled. That's for Atma Shuddhaye. Therefore, here Atma Shuddhi we can take Ashuddha is Ragadvesha, or Ashuddha can be taken that which is an obstacle for assimilating this Jnanam, that is Viparita Bhavana, etc. So, you can take Ragadvesha, Viparita Bhavana, all these which are the obstacles for this Jnanam, for the removal of that, Atma Shuddhaye, Antakarna Shuddhaye, Yunjiyat, Asane Upavishye, Yogam Unjiyat. Yogam Yunjiyat Yogam. Practice Yogam here means Dhyanam. Nididhyasanam. Yogam meaning Nididhyasanam. Yogam Yunjiyat. May one commit oneself to Nididhyasanam for Atma Shuddhaye. For Atma Shuddhaye, Katam Asane Upavishya, Tatra Manaha Ekagram Kritya. This person, yogi, Yatachittendriya Kriyaha, Yogam Yunjiyat. Dhyanam Kuryat Ityartaha. Dhyanam Kuryat. So, this for Dhyanam, Atma Shuddhi is required. Relative Atma Shuddhi. And the result of this Dhyanam is complete Atma Shuddhi. So, it is something like this. Adhikaritvam is required for that Karma Yoga. Adhikaritvam for what? For Shravanam, for Jnana Yoga, Adhikaritvam is required. That's for Karma Yoga. Shastra Shravanam itself, Jnana Yoga itself cultivates Adhikaritvam. During Shravanam itself, Adhikaritvam is cultivated. Shravanam also cultivates Adhikaritvam, makes a person an Adhikari. Because the more he listens to Shastram, the more he becomes committed, and therefore the Adhikaritvam in the person increases. He gets more and more Viveka, Vairagya, etc. All this takes place in the person. So Adhikaritvam is always an improving thing. There is no ideal Adhikari or Adhikaritvam. Similarly here also, Atma Shuddhi, when we say, previously through Karma Yoga, then through Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam, there is further Shuddhi of Ragadvesha. So now in this Dhyanam, when the vision is clear, then this Ragadvesha cannot have any say. For Karma Yogi, Ragadvesha may come because he has to fight. There is a fight involved with the Ragadvesha for a Karma Yogi. Whereas for a Dhyana Yogi, that is who has chosen to sit for meditation and contemplate on the Atma, for him, this Ragadvesha cannot cause any trouble. There is complete mastery over Ragadvesha. That is what is indicated by word Atma Shuddhaye. Atma Shuddhaye. When Atma is Shuddha, then Jnanam takes place. Then it's a Jnani. Where is Ragadvesha in the Jnani? Before becoming a Jnani, as a Karma Yogi, he had relative mastery over Ragadvesha. Now after Jnanam, Jnani, he has complete mastery over Ragadvesha. So Ragadvesha is a cause for samsara. Therefore, Jnanam being there, therefore samsara not there, is free. So Ragadvesha not there. That is what is indicated by the word Vishuddhi. Vishuddhi of the Antakaranam. Atma Vishuddhaye. That is the purpose. Atma Vishuddhaye. Because in Shuddha Atma only, Atma is always Shuddham. Shuddha Atma means Shuddha Antakaranam only this Jnanam takes place. Therefore, for the Jnanam to take place, Antakaram should be made pure. Therefore, Atma Vishuddhaye. That is the purpose. For the purpose of Atma Vishuddhi, Atma Shuddhi, Yunjyat, Yogam Yunjyat. Because Atma is not Vishuddhi, therefore only Nididhyasana. If Atma is Shuddhi, then Adhikari Atvam is there. Then Shravana Matra and Jnanam Bhavati. Then no need to perform Nididhyasana. What is the requirement for Nididhyasana? The person is an Adhikari. Shravana Matra and Jnanam Bhavati. Shravanam is the Shastra is a Pramanam, and when Pramana is operation takes place, Shravana Matra and Jnanam Bhavati. That Jnanam is moksha. Therefore, we don't need Mananam Nididhyasanam. Then why we need Mananam Nididhyasanam? It is for improving the Adhikaritvam. The more and more the Adhikaritvam is, the more and more the Adhikaritvam is, the more and more the clarity is, the vision is, Nishta is. For that purpose, only meditation, Nididhyasana is done. Therefore, Atma Shuddhi takes place. Therefore, Atma Vishuddhaye, Yogam, Dhyanam, Yunjyat Kuryat. Iti, Ityataha. We'll continue the next sloka. The next sloka, next class. This Atma Vishuddhaye, doubt may come. Why does he sit for meditation for Atma Shuddhi? Doesn't it happen in Karma Yoga? Yes, it happens. It is done through Karma Yoga, and further it is done through Nididhyasanam, complete removal. Complete removal means it doesn't have any say on the person. That Raga Dvesha, what Jnani also has got Raga Dvesha. That Raga Dvesha is not harmful, unharmful. It is innocent Raga Dvesha. That doesn't cause any problem to the Jnani. Doesn't cause a Jnani to a samsari. It doesn't cause samsara to a Jnani. So that Raga Dvesha, it's not a problem. That's what we call non-binding desires. Desires which are not binding. Okay, we'll stop here. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutah Stunvanti Divyai Vedai Sangapadakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Na Vidusvara Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी.
धन्यवादः.
Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः जी.